Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Thursday, the 19th of December. All right, now just having a quick look at the what's happening in the market. There's not a lot of impact from the fundamentals, but a lot of information or news about Trump and Trump's impeachment. Now, that isn't really going through to the equity markets. So if I just give you a look at the dollar index, and you can see the dollar index just trading sideways. So no real. With sterling pulling back, that's taken the pressure off the dollar. China or dollar yuan still trading sideways as well. So I don't expect any sort of news out of the US-China trade deal. US equities pretty flat, but what we've got is a situation where the major currency pairs have once again this geopolitical situation just really diffusing things. Euro just drifting sideways through this support line with no clear momentum. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We're looking for momentum to go through these things. Aussie just drifting sideways, Kiwi as well. Sterling, well, it's probably had a pretty good correction here. It's under sort of 131, almost down to 130 and a half, but we are waiting to hear more from Boris. And that's sort of really slowed down as well. And dollar yen, well, still no real concerns in the market. Otherwise, dollar yen would have fallen on that safe haven trade. It's sort of neutral. And dollar CAD, well, it's just cruising to sideways. There's a bit of a mixed data. Sorry, I was just having a look here. It's sort of just drifting down. But if I just bring you back, just have a look at these Canadian numbers here, the CPI numbers. Now, looks like a little bit skew-if to me. The core month-on-month number, minus 0.2 versus plus 0.4, right? And you've also got the 1.9 for year-on-year. So what are we looking for? Well, if you look at the overriding numbers that the market focuses on initially, pretty much as expected. So it's a little bit of a mixed number there. But once again, if you look at dollar CAD, oil's at still above $60. So that's really putting downward pressure on dollar CAD, as I've been saying the last few days. Support here around 130, 105. All right, now what does that mean for us? Well, it's not doing a hell of a lot. Once again, Donald has really slowed things down. The dollar index, everything's sort of moving into a more of a neutral phase. Dollar CAD and dollar Swiss just hanging on to a bit of a downward bearish sort of signal, but that's pretty much all she wrote at the moment. What we're looking for is, some of these economic numbers to come through and give us some momentum in the market. Now, Kiwi GDP numbers, they'll be out in about less than 10 minutes. Aussie employment numbers, the main number that the RBA is looking at, so keep a close eye on that. We've got the Bank of England and UK retail sales. So I don't know if it's too soon from the UK election, whether they impact or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Downward pressure on sterling. So a weak dovish number / Bank of England sentiment would work quite well for us. Then coming into the US session, the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, still worth a good number to look at. Now, whether that impacts on top of what Trump's already doing and all the Trump news about his impeachment, I don't know, but have a look at that as well. Now, just also, I updated the MyFX Trading Zone, the Analyst Forex Weeks, weekly currency forecast, I should say. Just check those out. There's give you a few ideas about where we think the currencies are going. All right, guys, that's it from me, and that's pretty much all she goes for the updates for this year. We'll be back on the 6th of January. All right, guys, keep trading. Cheerio.